Hey, hello there, good evening, and welcome to the Planet Cruise TV show, live this Tuesday. My name's Sean Ryan. We have got the most incredible show tonight. Seriously, I've spent the last few hours trying to work out a holiday. Glenn is back with us. Hello, matey.
3 weeks on the trot?
Yeah.
I've just been to my Peterborough hairdresser.
Well, I'm going to say that the hair, I think it was pretty good, actually.
They never know.
Nice and combed over.
They never know. Just take a bit off the side. They just, that's it, gone. Thank you very much.
I think you look very sharp.
Thank you very much.
Very dapper.
You okay?
I'm great. Are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, good, very good.
But if you don't know this cheeky chap with the smiley face, this is Glenn, who actually works for Planet Cruise. He's one of the big team that take the bookings.
I am. There's got 124 staff working over our two offices at the moment. Yeah, so all our sales staff are there. They're there tonight till 10 o'clock. And as we talk about it quite a lot. Our staff have got such a wealth of experience. I did 10 years on the ships, and I've done 5 years in the office now. Loads of people have worked on the ships, and they've been, if they're not working on them, they're going on them constantly, going on trips to see them. So.
And for me, that's, as a customer, that is really important. When I'm booking a cruise holiday, I want to be speaking, with somebody that understands the cruise industry, that knows the ships, that knows what the whole, cruising experience is about. That, for me, gives me real peace of mind. But I will say as well, the deals that Planet Cruise get are incredible. Yeah,
so we do a lot of deals, for example, just cruise only, sailing out of Southampton. But our main thing is tailor making. So, flying you out to, say, Singapore for a few days, then putting a cruise in the middle of it, then a land tour, and then stopping off somewhere else on the way back. And we can look at regional airports, and we can fly you anywhere around the world.
You just make it all simple and easy, don't you?
We do, yeah, and I think people like that. They know that and again, we've got our Abtra and Atoll protection, you're fully covered. A lot of the things we're doing now is our £1 deposits and direct debit. So, you can pay for a cruise now. People say, why am I booking in for 2020 or 2021? Book it now, pay £1 or a small deposit, then pay it off over the next year.
Yeah. And really plan it properly.
Exactly, and look forward to it.
Yeah. And you do get some really great deals sometimes from booking in advance.
This is the other thing now, what we're saying to people is, sometimes there are late deals, we're not saying there aren't, but normally the better deals are booking very early, and then you get all the promos, you get the low discounts, low deposits. So it's changing a lot, the industry, and we'll inform guests about that.
We've got 6 amazing deals tonight and a hot pick. But on the website, the Planet Cruise website, you can actually find any cruise, any length of time, any company. I
checked this morning when I was in the office. We've got 23,000 cruises on there at the moment. So 23,000 cruises. So again, people go into it and think, oh, I don't know what I'm looking for. So have an idea roughly when you want to go, look at budget, sort of some of the lines, and then come through to us, and we're directing the best offers.
Just to give you the heads up tonight, we've got Lou back from Oceania.
Yep.
And
sounds like she's been away on a ship.
But honestly, we're talking 5-star plus luxury.
But with everything included on there.
It's the best that we've ever had in 11 years,
Yeah, you've got up to nearly, I think, $1,200 per person excursions. You've got Wi-Fi, gratuities, drinks packages included on that, down to the Caribbean.
Honestly, and
we were looking at it earlier. It literally is everything included.
And the ship has just been refurbished as well.
It has.
So, Lou from Oceania is coming up. We've got MSC, we've got P&O.
New ship.
Anyway, you need to stay watching. But we're gonna start off with. There's nothing nicer than being on board a brand new ship.
It's like being in a new car, isn't it? And you get that new smell, and
and the MSC Grandiosa. She's only completed at the end of this year.
Yeah, I think it's completed this year, launching at the start of next year. So Bellissima came in this year, and I know a lot of people have seen the publicity. It was all in the papers, and Holly Willoughby was on there, and most of our staff were on there, and they absolutely loved it. They've come back raving about it. MSC are always really, really popular, but their ships now getting bigger and bolder. They're getting more modern, technical. So Bellissima went down a storm, and now we've brought in Grandiosa.
Now, one of the most amazing shows that I've ever seen is Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah.
I paid a fortune for the tickets, I really did, but it was worth every penny. You actually get to see the show for free on board the ship.
So they're doing a special Cirque package with this one. So there's other little perks with it as well, but you've got the Cirque with that as well.
Wow.
And as I said, I think we're going to see a video of the Bellissima, and obviously the Grandiosa is going to be very, very similar to this.
God, so here's a little taste, well, a big taster, actually.
Yeah, so our guys went on this, and as I said, for about 2 weeks after, they haven't stopped raving about it. They absolutely loved it. Again, ultra modern, one of the newest ships out there. big ship, 5,000 people, but it is a floating resort on there. And again, loads of facilities. You know, you've got your bars and your restaurants. Your restaurants on board are excellent. A lot of speciality dining on there.
I mean, I love both big ships and smaller ships. Each have, you know, things that appeal to me. But on the larger ships, you will never be bored for a single second.
I think you're going with a set mindset. If you're going on a smaller ship, it's more relaxing, it's chilled out. If you're going on the bigger ships, you know there's going to be activities and things to do on board. I mean, they've got sort of things like the walking frames on there, loads of kids' facilities, which obviously I always look at for obviously taking my family on board. Great restaurants, great facilities on there. The shows are excellent as well. MSC is a Italian cruise line. So it's got a European feel with it. Obviously, the
Italians know their style.
Their style, yeah. And again, you know, the shows cater for Europeans. The food is European based, so you've got, you know, around the world, to be perfectly honest with you. But what's so nice about it again is having these brand new ships, brand new cabins. Again, you've got places like the Yacht Club, which are always sell out very, very fast. That's your own exclusive area up there. But you can see there's so many facilities on board. And again, you've got this thing here, which is the LED area, which is the only ship at the moment to have that, and that's going to be on Grandiosa as well. Shows cost millions to put on, and you go and see them every night. Yeah. But again, like we're saying on this one here, you've got that free Cirque du Soleil package and Wi-Fi.
And Wi-Fi as well.
And look at the price.
$579. Now, Cirque du Soleil, oh God, their shows are unique.
I've been to see 5 Cirque shows.
Have you?
I haven't got a clue what's going on any of them. I haven't got a clue what's going on any of them because they're completely wild and wacky and out there.
But visually.
But I've seen them in Vegas, I've seen them abroad. Yeah. But on here, it's actually going to be on the ship, and these are 2 of the shows that they featured on Bellissima. And again, your aerialists, your artists, these are the top performers around the world. Acrobats that train for years, once they get into Cirque, they can't really go much higher. That is the ultimate to see.
We should say this is an example of the shows that were on Bellissima. There'll be even say newer shows.
Newer shows on the Grandiosa. But as I said, with the package they have on there, normally I think if you don't have this package, it's about £40 to go and see the show on board. This is included in this price, and as I said, it's one in a lifetime to actually be sailing and to go and see one of these shows.
So if Cirque du Soleil are on your bucket list, you'll get a chance to see them for free on board this brand new ship. Amazing.
Exactly.
And a really nice itinerary. So we're going to fly you from the UK to Barcelona.
Because people always say 579, how do we get there? And I go, well, we fly you. Yeah. So that's included in that as well for you. So we're going to fly you. Again, generally the flights are from London on this into Barcelona. We can look at regionals for you. And again, if you want us to, we can obviously repackage this as well, maybe give you a couple of nights pre or post stay in Barcelona. But again, from there, you're going to embark this wonderful new vessel, and then we're going to head down to the south of France. We're heading down to Provence, down into Marseille area. Again, the weather should be quite nice down in this part of the world, even at this time of year. And again, loads of places to go and visit along the Côte d'Azur. If not, you can just stay in Marseille yourself if you wanted to. Again, the port area, the bars, the cafes are around in that area, and that's the marina they have there in Marseille. Heading on from there, we go to Italy. We go into the popular cruise port of Genoa. And again, here they've got the massive aquarium, which is great if you've got the family and kids with you, you can go there. Maybe go a little bit further afield, go off to places like here, Portofino, with the pastel-coloured buildings.
Lovely,
that's the Italian Riviera. Again, playground for the rich and famous. I was looking at some footage of that the other day, and it is beautiful. And again, Santa Margherita along that coastline, but Brown's Castle. But Portofino is stunning. But if not, just spend the day eating pasta and drinking limoncello in Genoa itself.
Now, I'm really embarrassed to say, but I only visited Rome for the first time a couple of years ago, which was ridiculous. You know, I've been to Australia, I've been to New Zealand, I've been to the Far East. I've been very lucky.
The places that are closer to you that you don't see as much.
And you know, I thought, why have I left it so long? But a cruise is the ideal opportunity to spend a day in Rome.
So again, people, I was talking to a new cruiser the other day, and I think they thought that the ship was going to be docking by the Colosseum. But obviously we dock in Civitavecchia. Civitavecchia is about, depending on traffic, an hour and a half's drive. So most people, you can either take the train but a lot of first-time cruisers like to have the tours to go in. And again, various tours there will do, for example, either the Colosseum, they might do the Vatican Sistine Chapel. A tour that I really recommend is Rome on Your Own. That's quite a good one. We did that with the family. That drops you near the Colosseum, and then they say, we'll meet you at the Vatican in about 6.5 hours' time, and you just wander at your own leisure through Rome, past the Trevi Fountain, Pantheon, over to the Vatican, and then you can meet the bus.
And
you
actually,
just know it's there for you.
At this time of year, because we've got dates up to March, should be a little bit quieter. Sometimes
should be quieter getting into the venues as well. It'll be a little bit cooler as well, because these are mainly city breaks, so you probably want it a little bit cooler.
And then Sicily, isn't it?
Then we go down into Mafiosa country, famous Sicily. I'd always watch The Godfather before I go down to Sicily. But again, you've got the Massimo Theatre, you've got the Palermo Cathedral, and also the Monument Fountain. But a great just to wander down the streets of Palermo, and as I said, you really get that essence of the island of Sicily, and it is a beautiful place to go and see. From there we go into Malta now. Valletta is becoming quite a popular destination. It was about 15 years ago and it dropped off a little bit, and then the ships are going back in there now. And what's nice
it's lovely.
Yeah, it is lovely. And you actually dock here in the centre of the old town. So what you can normally do is walk across the quayside, up the stairs or the lift, and then from there you're in the main grand harbour on the wall, and you can walk all the way along the promenade. Again, restaurants and bars, taking the views, get good pictures of your ship as well from there. But Valletta's a lovely destination, and it's still quite cheap to eat and drink out there as well, so quite a nice destination just to chill out and relax. And then what's nice, because we've been quite heavy on the ports, the last day is a day at sea, so loads to see on the ship. The ship, as I said to you before, is a floating destination, so you get a chance to go and maybe try some of the facilities, try one of the speciality restaurants, and then from there back into Barcelona. And as I said, you can either add on a couple of days at the end if you're not quite ready to go home. But a nice itinerary, and that price is absolutely amazing.
Well, let's just talk you through. Oh, the ship's beautiful, by the way. Amazing. So, if you book tonight, you will get a free Cirque du Soleil show, and you get the Wi-Fi package. It's on all cabins, whatever grade. If you book an ocean view, you receive the above and the easy drinks package. I find all drinks packages easy to drink, but this one here, and dining as well. Now the easy one is kind of like be
like your beers, wines, and a selection of cocktails and soft drinks, and then if you book the balcony, you actually get the premium drinks package.
And is that all the branding?
Yeah, so that's the branded a little bit more. So, I mean, you can also upgrade when you get on board anyway. It's about 70 quid to do that. But again, if you do the balcony, you'll get the premium.
Family of 4, brilliant price there, 2145. Return flights based on London, and we will have regional flights available at supplement. We have got further dates and prices. There's a really nice selection right now, actually. Starting off the 9th of January, but all the way through to early March there as well. So a great start to the show. However, now I've presented the show for 11 years. I've been very lucky, and I can honestly say I have never ever seen a deal and an offer like this with Oceania Cruises, because we are talking absolute premium luxury here, the most beautiful ships. This is all included tonight, and that is the price for a balcony. And I guarantee you, the little story I'll tell you, 2 friends of mine, 2 presenters here, Haley and Sean, they've cruised with Oceania twice. First time they didn't get off the ship at all.
I sold them that cruise.
You did?
Yeah, and she never got off the ship. She never got on in Barcelona, got off in Barcelona, and just couldn't move from Malta and Champagne.
The ship was amazing. Their second cruise, they got off once, Lou. Because, so Lou, thank you for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. Nice to be here.
Lou has been on the sofa several times now, but never with an offer like this.
No, and we have literally had to change everything today. The team at Planet Cruise have very quickly put this together.
This has just been launched today.
Literally went live at 1 o'clock today, and this package is brilliant.
Well, we've never seen a Caribbean deal like this with all the extras at a price anywhere near that. And I cruised with you, I think it was about 2 years ago now. Most amazing experience, Lou.
Oh,
Those incredible ships. But he said, she's just been refurbished. I said, well, she didn't need refurbishing.
No, I mean, we're constantly updating the ships,
Yeah.
you know, every 18 months. But Riviera's just had a beautiful little makeover. All of the staterooms have been upgraded. And here she is, our gorgeous, gorgeous ship. Just 1,250 guests on board, 800 staff. There isn't a kids club, there's no photographers, so it's just that really relaxed ambiance. No lines, no queues.
No.
And everything is included. So you're seeing some of our wonderful speciality restaurants that are all included. Table for 2, never a problem. That wonderful casually elegant dress code. Soft drinks are included, your Wi-Fi is included. And, you know, this ship could hold 2,500 guests. You've only got 1,250 guests on board and 800 staff looking after you.
I mean, this is a completely different league.
Yeah, it is.
It is. I mean, it's very, very special. And for those guests that haven't ever cruised before, you know, this is a lovely way to even start cruising. If you're worried about too many people, if you're worried about formality, you know, this, you can dine when you like, you can sit outside and have just lobster tails on the terrace if you want, nice glass of champagne in your stateroom, sitting on your balcony. Would you say the dress code on there
is like a country sort of casual? Or
yeah, just like
it's probably kind of what we're
wearing
now, yeah.
Boys, you're looking good. You're looking like Oceania guests, yes.
Now let's just have a look at these images. I remember, as you've just said, Lou, so much space per passenger, no queues, no crowds, very relaxed.
It is so nice. I mean, even just the way the whole ship is decorated, it's like a very, very beautiful hotel, very elegant. There's $2 million worth of artwork. And we have a massive emphasis on food. You know, we spend more money than most other cruise lines on the cuisine, and all of these wonderful restaurants are included.
Red Ginger, still my favourite restaurant I've ever dined in.
It is to die for. It's award-winning. The miso glazed sea bass, the lobster pad thai. Oh, my mouth is watering.
Is it still the case with the fisheries and the
so all of the steak comes from one farm in Maine. One farm in Colorado, and all of the seafood comes from one farm in Maine. You know, it's just all those tiny details. And here's some of our beautiful staterooms that have been upgraded as well.
Do you know, I think, I don't know this, you know, now I don't know if it's my age now, but I still will go on some big ships. But when I want a really relaxing holiday, I much prefer the smaller ships.
Oh yeah,
I really do.
It's just the ease of it. You know, even there's, you know, there's only one announcement a day. And so it's your world, your way. You can just really chill out on these.
Just price-wise, Lou and I were talking with Glenn earlier. We would have expected this price, a regular price, to be at least £1,000 more, I'd say.
Absolutely.
For the balcony.
Yeah.
But also, all the extras, you're giving us free Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Free drinks.
Free gratuities. You've got $600 shipboard credits. You've got a beverage package, which will be perfect for you, Sean.
Absolutely.
And 6 complimentary shore excursions as well.
How much would this shore excursion
be? So we were talking about this, and
Yeah.
Lou said to me $200. So I said, oh, that's not bad. I don't know how we're going to get 6 tours within $200. She went, no, $200 up to $200 value per tour.
excursion.
Per person.
That's $1,200 shore excursion credit for your tours to go on your trips, and then, as I said, the $600 that you're getting as on-board spend, you could upgrade to the premium drinks package on there. You've got your grats. So really, to be quite honest, everything is included. And
I'm not being funny, but the price tonight, if you were to go with another cruise liner and then add on all the extras, your price, you know, you could pay far more than that fare. I'm not being funny, but nothing like this expensive. Do you consider yourself 5-star plus, Lou, presumably?
We're 5-star. We are a premium cruise line. You know, we kind of downplay ourselves a little bit and then over-deliver. But we've won every award pretty much this year for the mid-size cruising.
And it's the food. Every time we speak to clients on board, they love the whole ship as a whole, but it's the food.
Yeah.
And I've just said to Lou, myself and my partner, and Hayley and Sean have cruised with twice. We're looking at going away with Oceania because I think we're all kind of we're all about 50, having the oldest, but we want a really relaxing cruise, but really top end, and this
would be perfect. I mean, the average age on this ship is going to be 55. It's mostly couples.
And so you don't, not many children.
Well, we don't have a kids club,
no,
so
doesn't tend to attract children.
We do love children. We just don't love them on board.
Wait till you're saying
but it's just so special. It's a wonderful cruise line. I've been with them for 7 years, and this is a brilliant deal.
This is the deal tonight, and I mean, right, anyway, Glenn, I've got time to. Because we are going to get off the ship because you get 6 free shore excursions. So we are going to get off the ship this time. Go on.
So let's have a quick look at the map, shall we? In 2 minutes. So, OK, so first of all, obviously, we're going to fly over to Miami. Now, we're packaging this for you, so I would add a couple of days extra if you wanted to in Miami. We're doing it as one night, but if you want to stick a couple of days in Miami, you might as well. And then from there, you obviously embark the ship. Nice chill out, relaxing day at sea, just to get over if you have just flown in the day before. And then we do a couple of our Mexican port. We go into Cozumel, and Cozumel is a wonderful destination. Loads going on in the port area there. Again, you can swim with the dolphins. You've got the Mayan ruins. You can go and have a game of golf. And most of these ports of call we're going to go to is swimming, snorkeling, water-based on there as well. From there, we head on to Costa Maya. And as we head down into Costa Maya, again, you've got more of these Mayan ruins. Again, you can do some of the beach breaks. You can go to various temples. So it really depends if you want a little bit more history and culture or you just want to literally relax. But again, those I would, out of those 2 ports, try and get to the ruins at some point if you can. We then go on to Harvest Caye. Harvest Caye is actually Norwegian Cruise Line's private island.
This is a private island,
now, this is a private island that's geared up for Norwegian Cruise Lines, and obviously Oceania are hopping in there as well. But the normally Harvest Caye takes about 4,000 people when a big cruise line comes in. How many people we got on there?
You've only got 1,200 guests, so it's going to be like a paradise for the day.
Yeah. So
private cabanas, barbecue on the beach, bit of snorkeling if you fancy it.
Perfect way to do it.
Wow.
We then go down into Santo Tomas, down in Guatemala. Again, probably a place many people haven't been to before. And again, this one here, you can go out to the Spanish Fort, you can go into the forest to see the waterfalls, hikes if you wanted to. Great countryside. Again, if not, just chill out and relax if that's what you want to do on your holiday. From there we go down into Honduras, and we're going down into Roatan Island, and you've also got down there, you've got West Bay Beach, which is a nice chance to relax, Mahogany Bay, and also the Little French Key. But you can see there, beautiful place there to go and do some more snorkeling, scuba diving or swimming. Now, one of the guys that used to work in our office, Simon, he emigrated out to Grand Cayman. He went there a couple of years ago. Tough job, yeah, his wife's got a job out there. I think she's a banker insurance, so she's working out in Grand Cayman. But again, from there, you can go out, more boat trips. Another chance to also swim with the turtles or the dolphins there, or you can actually do a trip down to 7 Mile Beach. We then got relaxing day at sea, and then you've got the vibrant, excited, most southern point of the continent down into Key West.
Do you know, I've been there, but only for a few hours.
Yeah, so you can have a day down in Key West, and again from here, you go to Ernest Hemingway's home and museum. You can also go to the Florida Keys, loads of places for bars and restaurants. And I reckon a lot of the ports on this cruise, many people haven't been to. They've done a Caribbean before, but not these ports of call. And then from there, back into Miami, we'll fly you back. We'll give you an extra couple of days, depending on what you want to do. But as I said, most things are covered.
Even the itinerary is amazing on there. Everything is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we all know a great deal, and this is outstanding tonight. So, just to clarify, free Wi-Fi, drinks, gratuities, $600 spend, and 6 excursions. All of that tonight. The one-night hotel stay in Miami, return flights based on London. You can actually upgrade as well to premium economy, Luke, can't you?
Yeah, I think it's just $4.99 to upgrade, so why not treat yourself?
Yeah, that extra space.
One of my clients, Larry, who always goes Oceania, I'll be messaging him tomorrow just saying this has come up.
And it will, we can tell tonight, it will sell really quickly. Just released today, and the itineraries differ slightly depending on departure date. We've got a few dates for you, actually. 14th of November, 24th of November, and the 4th of December as well. And can I just say, if it's a really special treat, look at the price on the penthouse suites there.
Yeah.
Suites, rather. They were... I've never seen that before.
No, it's amazing. For, 420 square feet, butler service, go for the penthouse.
And I also just wanted to quickly say hello. There's a couple of clients that are looking at this at the moment that we know, and that's a big shout out to Johnny and Donna, and also Gary and Charlotte. Again, I think you're looking at this, and we'll be talking in the next few days and hopefully getting you on this cruise.
I think we're all looking at this. Lou, we're out of time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Really good.
Yeah.
You want to book that, didn't you?
No!
I know, let's go.
Sorry, I'm a bit gobsmacked. I really am, actually. Anyway, we better move on. So, I tell you, we've got such a good show tonight, but do, give us a call, because we think things will sell very quickly. Now, we've got P&O next, Ventura, on board for an amazing 12 nights, and this is your chance of getting some gorgeous weather in early spring around the Canaries and Portugal from Southampton. So let's just take you on board and we'll talk you through life on board with, of course, P&O. On board the Ventura, of course.
Yeah.
799, Glenn, again, 12 nights.
I've got 2 cruises booked with P&O, my next 2 cruises, one in November and one for next summer. And they are ever popular. I think, again, P&O is more, I still think family orientated on there. So again, it depends on what time of year you go. But again, they've got great kids prices there. And what's nice about this cruise, going down to Madeira, Canary Islands, even in April, you know the weather's still going to be really, really good. What we are finding with P&O is the prices are so good on there. Again, they do offer drinks packages now. They've just been introduced.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, so you can give the guys a call about drinks packages.
Great news, Glenn.
Yes, after years of working in it. And also, all your tips are included now, so they're standard, they're not extra. Epicurean's one of my favourite restaurants with P&O. You go there, beautiful restaurant if you want something a little bit more plush, relaxed, and again, great cuisine. And they have other restaurants on board with speciality, but you can pay the extra for. What I do like with P&O, because it's a British cruise line as well, everything is geared towards the Brits. So everything's in sterling, so you know what you're paying on board. And again, the entertainment is West End style shows geared for the Brits.
Do you know, I love the fact that gratuities are now included.
Yeah.
So that's across all the ships, isn't it?
All P&O ships now.
Pound deposit tonight.
Yeah.
But I think this sounds awful, but I do think the drinks packages. I'm glad that have they added those on certain sailings? Was it?
No, every sailing now.
Great.
So again, speak to the guys on there. We give you a price of what the drinks package is. If you feel it's worth it, great. But to be quite honest, when you go on board, the actual price of the drinks aren't that expensive with P&O. They're more or less what you pay in a pub at home. Yeah. So if you have a few drinks every night, might be best just to pay as you go.
Anyway, and a lovely little itinerary. Right, if you don't like flying or you go with relatives that can't fly, you go straight from Southampton. However, we've got a great relationship with the Holiday Inn in Winchester, so you can stay there the night before from just, is it still just
£95 per person, £190 for the room, and that would give you the night's stay. And it's nice to, I always say to people, come down early to Winchester because it's nice to go off and have a look around the cathedral, have a night's stay there, you've got bed and breakfast, and then from there you'll have transfers taking you to and from the port, and you can leave your car there for the 12 days.
A few days at sea, settle into the ship, and it starts to get warmer.
And then we go down into the tropics of Madeira, which is a great destination. A lot of the ships are going in here, and we do a lot of this on our transatlantics, but as I always say, Caribbean meets Europe, but you've got the tropics, a very hilly destination, great views down of the ship, but again, the cable, you can take the funicular up, you can do the toboggan ride, maybe have tea at Reed's, but I would definitely, if you've not been there before, maybe do a tour in the morning and then maybe just chill out in the afternoon in the port area. From there we go to Santa Cruz de la Palma, which is slightly different from Santa Cruz in Tenerife. It's a different island, and again, a little bit more, when I say basic, not quite as commercial as Tenerife and Gran Canaria, Lanzarote. So here you've got the Museum de la Palma. Again, you've got a quaint zoo if you've got the kids with you as well. But again, a lot of the time we just wandered off the back streets, wandered over the cobbles.
That's what I did. I actually really liked that.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to do that. Then we go into
slightly more greener.
It is more greener, yeah, because then we get into the volcanic island of Tenerife. So Tenerife, we dock in the north, up at Puerto de la Cruz, and then from there you've got a couple of trips. If you've got the kids, I'd recommend a trip down south to Loro Park. That's got the penguins and the tigers and, of course, the dolphin show. You might want to take a boat trip there, or go into the centre, into Mount Tady. That's the volcanic national park, and that's very interesting to see. Then we go to the ever windy Lanzarote. It's always windy in Lanzarote.
It is actually, isn't it?
Yeah, great.
It's a nice warm wind at least.
It is, but they do the kite surfing and the windsurfing there. But you can also go to Timofaya National Park. Again, you can see the volcanoes, and of course, a lot of people there ride those little babies. They're the camels across the sand dunes. But again, different destinations depending on whether you're by yourselves or whether you've got the kids. They'll be occupied as well. Nice relaxing day at sea as we head away from the Canary Islands. The weather should be nice down at that point. The weather in the Canaries, they reckon, is the best in the world. 320 days of sun a year, always around about 23, 24 or above, which is good. From there we go to Lisbon. Lisbon, a nice sailing under the 25th of April bridge, Christ the Redeemer statue. We talk about Lisbon a lot. You've got the Bellum Tower, you've got the glass elevator, you've got the yellow trams taking you around the city. And again, in the main square area there, just relax. Even take the kids down to Hard Rock in Lisbon. That's where we used to go with the crew.
It's a great city.
It is a good city, yeah.
It really is.
2 days at sea just to chill out and relax, and then we are back into Southampton.
See, again, I'm looking at, all the places you're going to visit. The price, $799. You're going to be on board the wonderful Venture with P&O, who, P&O have got an amazing reputation, haven't they?
They have, and they're just really easygoing ships. Prices are good on board, and as I said, what's nice about it, the show's always really, really good as well. So they normally bring a few comedians on or acts during the week. Plus, they'll have the staff on board, obviously doing their normal shows.
Now, you can book today for a low deposit starting as little as £1. It works under...
Per person.
Per person. Oh, yeah, sorry. So you might need £2. Thanks, Glenn.
If family affords £4.
Oh.
You do the maths.
Oh. But it does work out under £67 per person per night. All service charges are now included with P&O, which is great news. And you can add on, as we mentioned, a night at the Holiday Inn in Winchester from only £95 per person. And that includes breakfast, parking for the 12 nights and port transfers. And with it being from Southampton, you can take as much luggage as you like.
And just looking at that one as well, kids sale for £149.
I know, brilliant. Price-wise, just give you the prices. Just looking there, actually, I mean, even in really peak season,
yeah,
still really good.
I mean, you look at going 8th of June, around about this time next year. It's nice prices on there, and if the kids are a good price as well, it's good to go.
And this is why, you know, sometimes booking in advance you can get amazing deals.
Yeah, and also just be aware with P&O as well, their 3 and 4 berth cabins are quite limited. So again, if you've got the kids with you, you need to book that early so you can guarantee their places.
So give us a call 0808 250 2662. What time are we up until tonight, Glenn?
10 o'clock tonight, and then back in tomorrow morning at 8.
And are you working tomorrow?
No, I'm going to the Ivy tomorrow in London with Dan Brown, who works on here, and a couple of the ladies from the office. We've got a day out tomorrow. So no, I'm not in the office tomorrow.
And you're going where?
We're going to the Ivy in London for lunch.
Never been there, Glenn.
And then I'm having a night out with celebrity in the evening. Listen, mate, someone's got to do it, but I'll be back on Thursday.
All right. So we might hear Glenn, you might hear him on Thursday. But it's time for this week's hotspot, isn't it?
What's the hotspot?
Oh, my word.
What's the hotspot? Not a good spot.
This is a really good spot.
This is a really good hotspot.
You know, we previewed this earlier on today. 879. We're talking about the 21st of March next year. P&O, the Caribbean transatlantic from Barbados. So we basically fly over to Barbados. You get some lovely trips around the Caribbean, and you make your way via the Azores to Southampton. 879.
Yeah, a couple of things to add on with that one as well. Also, what you'll do is generally you park your car at. There's also a bus that will take you, because obviously you go out of Southampton with the airport on there, so you get a bus included on that as well. And we can also do an extra night, so instead of going out on 30 nights, you can do 40 nights and fly out the day before.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the ship for an extra night, and then have a day in Barbados. But again, if you want to do that 879, they go so quick. Yeah. And we do London Gatwick, and there's a slight supplement on Birmingham and Manchester. And
the transatlantic, say, they always go so fast. That's 879. You wait nearly 2 weeks.
It's a £1 deposit.
It's ridiculous, that one. So jot down that ID number. It's 172611. But again, it is Destination Hotspot with, of course, P&O there. Now, in all the years that I've presented the show, I mentioned 11 years, there's one clip of film that really stands out for me. It's beautifully presented.
It's a bit like that. It's like a short film that probably should be nominated more than it is.
Yeah. Stay watching, because that's coming up in a moment's time, OK? It's got Glenn on it. It's really good. However, it's not that good, Glenn. But we... the next deal is with Norwegian Cruise Lines, NCL on board the Norwegian Jade, and they're doing the most amazing promotion right now.
Yeah, so they're doing the free at sea at the moment, which is the thing they brought in. So basically, what happens now when you book a Norwegian cruise, it's a standard, you just get the cabin only on there. Obviously your food and all the entertainment and stuff like that. And then what they do is a thing called free at sea. So you get one of 4 things that you can add on. Well, you can get two out of 4, yeah. So most people tend to go for the drinks package, sold, because that's the most highest value. And then what you can then add on is, for example, Wi-Fi or short excursion credit. But the one most people go for is the speciality dining. So I think on this one, I think it's £99 on this one, and you get a drinks package, and you get 3 meals in any of the speciality restaurants for £99 for the week.
I think it's the best promotion they've done.
It is.
So that's included in this, but we first of all fly you to Singapore, don't we, on this one?
Yeah, which is always a good destination. And again, we've based it on London flights, but remember with Singapore, we can normally use sort of Emirates or one of the other airlines. So we can use, obviously, Birmingham, Manchester, Glasgow, Newcastle. Might be a couple of quid supplement, but we can look at that for you. But we've based this on London at the moment. Now, Singapore, we've given you 2 nights in here. I would probably push you to go for 3 nights if you can do it with your holiday.
Because there is a lot to see.
First day you arrive, you're a bit tired, and then you've got 2 full days. But you've got Raffles, you've got Marina Bay Sands, you've got Sentosa Island. And if you add on an extra day, you're probably looking at an extra 60, 70 pounds.
And am I right in saying you do get the Marina Bay tour included?
Yeah, you get the Marina Bay tour included on that with Gardens by the Bay there, which is wonderful. But I think if you can push it to 18 nights, even 19, which I'll tell you about in a minute, maybe have an extra night in Singapore if you can. But we've based this with 2 nights.
So that's how this begins. But do you remember I told you about that amazing clip of film? Do you want to see it? I think you'll find its work.
I think it is, probably.
Have a look at this.
Welcome to Norwegian Jade. 15 decks full of dining venues, bars, places to relax and places to dance the night away. So what are we waiting for? Let's go and take a look. From the moment you step on board, you'll be faced with your first dilemma. Where do you eat first? You could try the Asian-inspired food of Jasmine Garden, or maybe one of the 2 main dining rooms. But if you're a night owl, then head over to Oceania's, an Irish-themed bar serving food 24 hours a day. You can take in the flavours of Brazil at the Moderna Curaçao. If you fancy something with an ooh la la and a Parisian touch, then head over to Le Bistro. If you want to relax with a specialty coffee and people watch, then the Atrium Cafe and Bar is the place to be. If you like a bit of a boogie, then head along to the Bliss or the Spinnaker Lounge. Or for those of you in need of a cocktail, then there's a Mixer, Martini and Cocktail Bar, or the Sugarcane Mojito Bar. Jade offers 2 different kids clubs on board. Both clubs offer a multitude of activities to keep the young ones amused. But if that's not enough, there are always swimming pools, sports facilities, or the video arcade. Now, while the kids are busy, this gives you the chance to relax, and where better at the Madeira Spa. With a host of spa treatments designed to put you in a very peaceful and tranquil mood, there is nowhere better to recharge those batteries. So whether you want to dance the night away or maybe you just want to watch someone else do it, Norwegian Jade has got it all. For a full-blown country music spectacular, head along to Blazing Boots. If country isn't your thing, then head along to Elements, where music, magic and dance combine for a mesmerising performance. From cosy, comfortable insides through to huge 3-bedroom Haven Garden villas, there's a huge choice of accommodation on board Norwegian Jade. But if you want to be treated like royalty, then take a look at the Haven, which is the most luxurious accommodation on the ship. You even get a private sun deck, concierge service, and of course that all-important 24-hour butler.
Oh, I could watch that again and again.
Oh, honestly, I've got it. I'll send you a link for it. It's good, that. Really good ship,
Yeah,
though.
but it's a, I mean, jokes apart, great ship.
Yeah, and it's easy going, it's friendly, they've got loads of specialty dining, so if you get that package is good as well, they're quite hot on that. And again, having the freedom dining, it just gives you that flexibility, and on this sort of itinerary it's good because you're not fixed to sitting at a certain time every night.
So you've had your time in Singapore, you're on board the Norwegian Jade, it's an 11-night cruise, first days at sea, and then we're going into Lam Shebang for a chance to go, obviously, to Bangkok.
Bangkok, so you've got, again, about a 2-hour drive in there, so most people tend to take the tour in, but you can go down to Coaststone Road, you can go to the Grand Palace, you're shopping and bartering there as well. You first sort of touch of Thailand there, maybe take one of the ships down the river, which is amazing. I've been to Bangkok a couple of times myself, and it is a wonderful destination. I would try and do one of the tours there, because it's good to get out and see as much as you can, but you have, as we mentioned before, that overnight there. Then we go to Shinavukville, which I can never say, Shin and Ukville.
I always just call it, I don't know, Sinukaville, but I'm wrong.
Sinukaville, that would do.
No, I think I'm wrong, I don't know.
We'll get confidence tomorrow.
Sinukaville, I've always said, anyway, sorry.
But we're down into Cambodia. Cambodia and Vietnam now are the buzz places to go to. Still very cheap to eat and drink there, but you've got places to go and see. You've got Otris Beach, you can go into various waterfalls. Diving and snorkeling is very, very popular as well. You've also got the Reem National Park, but again, if you want to take a tour in the morning and maybe chill out in the afternoon, but I'd stay out for lunch and sit around and have a couple of drinks and just take it in. But again, nice to do a tour in the morning and then relax in the afternoon. A relaxing day at sea, and then we hit Vietnam, and again we go along the coastline there. So we're going to start first of all at Ho Chi Minh, and again we talk about this place called quite a lot every week. But you've got the Notre Dame Square, you've got again the Kuchi tunnels you can go and see, go to Remembrance Museum in Independence Palace. But there's lots to see here, and I think, as I said, you really need to embrace the history, and Vietnam is a wonderful, wonderful stop. As we head then along the coastline there, we're going to Nha Trang, and again with Nha Trang you've got the Ponagar Tower, you've got the Long Song Pagoda, you've got the Vimpel cable car, lots to see here as well. But again, I would recommend maybe taking a tour. If you've never done Vietnam before, get to see as much as you can, and quite nice to do the cable car.
I loved Vietnam. I've only been there once, but I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it is really, really interesting. Then we head up to Da Nang, which again, heading along there, really sort of in between sort of Ho Chi Minh and Ha Long Bay. But again, here you've got the Hue Imperial City, you've got the Da Nang City, you've got Longo Beach. But depending on what you want to do, a bit more city, a bit more temples, out to the My Song Sanctuary. You can really immerse yourself in the culture here, and as I said, it is because you're getting 4 days in Vietnam to see as much as you possibly can. And then I think one of the highlights is going down to Ha Long Bay, and here, again, depending on what you want to do, I would take one of the boat trips to go. That's what you see in the pictures, that's what you see in the postcards. Take the boat trip along one of the junk boats all the way through Ha Long. You've got the limestone stone rocks, and it's a wonderful experience. And again, you've probably seen it on films before, but I think if you want to really see the real Vietnam, you have a chance to do that, and you're getting enough time with these stops to see as much as you possibly. I really want to do this one because I say I want to go back to Vietnam. Relax a day at sea, and then we're back into Hong Kong. Hong Kong, you're going to disembark. Now, again, depending on how your holiday works, we can fly you home directly from Hong Kong if you've, a little bit shorter on time. We've packaged this so with 2 nights stay in Hong Kong. Again, if you want to extend to 3, we can do that for you. But we've included on this the Symphony of Light cruise. Now, every night the skyscrapers light up with a light display.
And it does look amazing.
Yeah, and you can stand on the side and look at it. But it's nice to take one of the boats all the way along, park up and take in the views. But from there, you can, again, see a bit more culture. You can go down into the bustling markets there. Great views with some of the temples and pavilions. It's a bustling metropolis. And again, Hong Kong is one to be seen if you've never been there before.
That really is it's a trip of a lifetime.
I think you've got Singapore, Hong Kong, you've got Cambodia, you've got Vietnam, you've got Thailand. And again, if you look at the price there...
I've done a very similar itinerary to this, and it was spectacular. So starting off there with 2 nights in Singapore there, and the Singapore night tour. You've also got the 2-night stay in Hong Kong at the end of your cruise. We included there is the Symphony of Lights cruise tour as well. Now you've got to do this. Upgrade to free at sea. So that's £99 per person. You'll get 2 extra benefits. Now, that could be a drinks package for the length of the cruise, and that's a premium one.
Yeah, and that's up to $15 a drink, so it's worth it.
But also you could have chosen your excursions there.
Yeah, you've got Wi-Fi or the speciality restaurants.
So great choices.
Yeah,
there.
really good.
And we've got prices there from the, I'll tell you what, again, the outside for an extra £100 there.
Yeah, exactly. And then you just put £99 on there for your free at sea. But what's good about that is, again, speak to the guys. They'll let you know what the deposit's going to be for that one. And then you can pay that off with our direct debit service or our payment system over the next 6 months.
Now, we've still got a couple of cruises for you, a river cruise to finish the show, but we've got an amazing offer tonight with... See, I look at that price. That's not right for celebrity, is it?
Silhouette's a good one.
It is.
Yeah.
She is, yeah.
It took over from the Eclipse. Took over the Eclipse 2 years ago now.
And she's really
And it was a shame the Eclipse left, but when Silhouette came in, it's...
Yeah. I think I remember Ruth from Celebrity saying she got even higher ratings, actually.
Yeah,
but anyway, here she is, the beautiful Celebrity Silhouette. It's a no-fly cruise, so 14 nights out of Southampton.
Again, you could do your holiday in Winchester there if you want to stay the night before.
Yeah. But as many of you have cruised Celebrity many, many times, and we are talking about 5-star modern luxury with some great reviews on Cruise Critic, as you can see there. So, Glenn, when we think of Celebrity, we do think of, say, modern luxury at its very best, don't we?
It is, and I think it's got everything on there for them. I think, as I said, a lot of people that tend to, maybe they cruise with other companies, and then, we recommend Celebrity to them. Once they've done Celebrity, they tend to stick with them.
Yeah.
I mean, you've cruised with enough time, I've been with them as well. Their shows are fantastic, their staff are good on board. There's speciality restaurant, packages. And again, as I said, if you go up to the Ocean View and here, you get the classic drinks package included.
Yeah, and if you book tonight as well and go for this offer, you'll get a free £25 M&S voucher, just as a thank you as well per booking. which is exclusive to Planet Cruise as well. So it's a really nice one, this. From Southampton, first days at sea, and I like to do a bit of an,
you want to do your recce and have a bit of a day out, stuff like that. Then we head down into the fishing port, the main port of Vigo, and again, Vigo's great to go off and explore, Santiago de Compostela. But again, in Vigo, we used to tend to go off. We knew the agent there, and he used to take us off to some wonderful seafood restaurants around that part of the port area. But again, Santiago de Compostela is a good trip to do. Maybe do that in the morning, and then come back in the afternoon, a bit of exploring. Then our next port of call is into Lisbon. We've already spoken about Lisbon, but a nice destination just to break up the trip as we go down through the Mediterranean there. From there, we've got 2 days at sea, and then we head into Civitavecchia. Again, your gateway there to go into Rome, and as I said, we've spoken about going to the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, and of course, the Vatican. Then one of the big ports of call in Europe is Livorno. Now this is your gateway to go over to Siena. You can go to Lucca as a couple of alternatives, which is beautiful.
Really nice.
But again, most people tend to do Florence and Pisa as a combined day, or maybe a full day in Florence or a half day in Pisa. You can do it yourself. It's quite easy though to just jump on the bus with one of the tours and go into that part of the world. Back into Marseille, again, we've mentioned Marseille, onto the south of France, maybe head on to Cannes, Nice, Saint-Tropez, or just relax in the south of France there. And then into Barcelona, ever popular Barcelona. Now, a lot of people here do the hop-on, hop-off bus, that will take you round, but you can go to Gaudi, Park Güell, you can go to Sagrada Familia, the unfinished cathedral, you can go over to the Nou Camp to see where Barcelona, Messi and the boys play. And again, if not, just wander up Las Ramblas, go and get a beer, watch the mime artists, go into the fruit market and flower market, but it's a great area. And then, as I said, come back past the Christopher Columbus statue and back to the ship. A relaxing day at sea, and then up into Gibraltar. I always say 1970s Spain, modern. But again, you can go and see the rock there. And of course, we've got the famous apes at the top of the rock there.
Gary Moore's director always thinks they look very like me.
Look, matching beards with Sean, there we go. But they're the apes of Gibraltar. But again, from there, you can go and do the rock in the morning, come back in the afternoon, have a drink in the main town area there. And as I said, we can do that. We can just relax in Gibraltar. Couple of chill out days at sea just before getting back, but a nice
lovely
Western Mediterranean cruise on a wonderful ship.
I can honestly say, for celebrity to get this kind of price tag is incredible. However, every booking will get a free £25 M&S voucher. If you go for Ocean View above, and I'd highly recommend that, you will get the free classic drinks package. Now, for 2 weeks, that is worth a fortune, isn't it?
Well, it's $65 a day, times that by 14, and that's getting included, so you do the maths.
So, definitely worth upgrading. You'll also get free gratuities on Ocean View and above that.
So that's going to be about £155 per person for the 2 weeks, so again, they're included.
I mean, you've really got to upgrade on this one. And as we mentioned earlier, if you'd like to spend a night pre-cruise, you can do that at the Holiday Inn in Winchester from just £95 per person. Price-wise, you'll see here, that's why it's worth doing the upgrade to Ocean View Balcony. Right, I asked Glenn earlier, I said, hang on, this has got to be wrong. Why is the 28th of July... You look at the balcony there, Glenn.
Yeah.
On the 28th of July, it's nearly £1,200 lower. The July dates, they're exceptionally low, aren't they?
The reason being is that we spoke to Ruth about it last week when she was on, is that they've had, people book this well in advance, and unfortunately have to cancel for whatever reason. So what they've got is that they've got sort of cancelled, people have cancelled, so they've got limited cabins on that 28th of July. The 8th of September is basically what the prices are normally are.
Yeah.
That's why that July price is so good. But all I can say is there's like a couple of ocean views, a couple of balconies.
Yeah.
If you want to get in, you go quick.
The Aqua Class for 2 weeks, I don't think I've ever seen that kind of price. So anyway, you're going to have to be quick. There won't be many of those. If you're on the 28th of July, I'd book it tonight. And remember, if you go for Ocean View and above, you'll get the classic drinks package, which includes all of your specialty coffees.
You don't need a slide for that. You must know that off by heart.
I could name every drink and every wine. But it's a brilliant drinks package. It really, really is. But we are going to finish with a wonderful river cruise with Riviera Travel. Now, pound deposit on this one as well. I remember, Glenn, we had a whole show with Riviera Travel.
Yeah, we did a few weeks ago.
And this was the most popular cruise on there, wasn't it?
It is. The Danube is always the most popular on there. What's great about, I really love about Riviera, is their booking system's really fabulous. So, for example, if we've got a cruise on a certain date, maybe, I don't know what we got on here, the 10th of April, for example, and it's on that particular vessel, because there are a number of river cruise ships for that company going doing the name. If people want to Manchester, we might not be able to get you the 10th of April, but it might be on the 8th of April on their sister ship. So their booking system is really, really, really good. So, you know, if you can't get it on the 10th, we might be able to get it 2 days later, because it's not like Ocean Cruise where it's one ship going out for 2 weeks. They've got multiple ships along the Danube, so we can do that for you. It's really, really good way of doing it.
And we've actually got, and we'll talk about this when you see the prices, but we've got some amazing prices for solo passengers.
And we've got a couple of solo cruises, haven't
Yes. So 2 dates for solo passengers. 1st
of November and the 30th of March, it's a solo cruise only. So everybody on there will be single travellers. So there's no supplement on there. It's basically the price on there.
Wow. And you'd be in a double room?
Yeah, be in a double room on there for you, but it's just for solo travellers. So again, great if you want to meet people and you know, you can dine together. But what's so nice about Riviera, as I said, they're doing a lot of publicity. You've probably seen it on a lot of the TV programmes and adverts at the moment. But a river cruise is so much more relaxed. Again, you're talking about some of these ships having, you know, the Ocean Cruise Line's 5,000 people. You've got 100, 120 people, and you're sailing along the Danube. I think, again, out of all the river, I think the Danube is the one that I'd like to do because of the destinations. And you've got a floating, moving scenery the whole time. You dock in the cities. Again, very port intensive, so you're going out every day. The drinks package you can add on with meals for £109. So what's that, about 16, 17 quid a day, which is really worth it. But again, because they're smaller ships, you get to know everyone. It's freedom dining on there. It's very flexible. And again, people really want to see this part of the world now. And a lot of people that book river cruises have done a lot of ocean cruises and just want something a little bit different.
Yeah. And so we've got some amazing deals for solo passengers. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, everyone that books tonight will get an exclusive £25 M&S voucher per cabin.
I think we had got a lot of them in the office.
But let's just give you a little taster of some of the wonderful places you're going to be visiting as well. Because river cruises, it's great to just hop on, hop off, don't you?
Yeah, again, so this one, I mean, some of the highlights, you've got guided tours of Vienna, you can go to the city of Strauss, you've got live classical quartet recitals on board, you've got the tour of the Baroque Bratislava, you can cruise through some of the great Austrian wine regions, a visit to the Melk Abbey, and also to medieval Dernstein, which is wonderful. But we're going to start off in Östergom. We're going to start there as we arrive, and then with Östergom we've got a chance to go to one of Hungary's oldest towns, and it was the capital during medieval times as well. And again, when you go there, you've got a chance to go and explore the castle, which is wonderful to go and see. And as I said, the history and culture there, and your guides will really bring it to life. Plus as well, the tours there are very smaller, much smaller tours than you'd go out on an ocean cruise, because the amount of people on board. From there we head over to Bratislava, and again this is Slovakia's fast emerging capital city, and on the guided tour again you'll learn about its past history with its communism, and obviously how it's now coming in to modern culture. And you've got the beautiful old restored town there, and of course another 17th century castle. A lot of castles on this particular one, so if you like your castles, you're right in there. We then go down into Dernstein and Melk. So Dernstein is famous for its ice blue tower of its abbey, which really is really striking, and also the castle. That's where Richard the Lionheart was imprisoned back in 1192. Full of knowledge. I'm a wealth of knowledge. From there, in the afternoon, we go down to the Melk Abbey, which is spectacular. And again, from here, you get a chance to take your photos and a great chance to go and visit the Melk Abbey. But again, the whole time sailing along that beautiful Danube, which is stunning. Then into wonderful Salzburg. Now, here you can go to Salzburg or Linz, depending on what you want to do. And again, if you stay in Linz, you've got the guided walking tour. You go to the Baroque Old Town, and again, one of the finest squares in Austria. Or alternatively, you can drive to Salzburg. And again, it's one of Europe's largest stone fortresses there, wonderful culture, and a chance to learn a little bit more about the beautiful area of Salzburg. Then probably to the highlight of the cruise, and this is going down into Vienna. Now, Vienna, again, you've got Baroque architecture there, and for 200 years until First World War, it was the cultural centre of Europe. And some of the showcase buildings there, the galleries, the palaces and the churches are still
I'd love to go. I've never been.
And St Stephen's Cathedral is one of the highlights there. But again, nice opportunity to go there. And then finally, back into Budapest. Budapest, again, split between Buda and Pest there. You've got the old town to wander around. And with that one there, as I said, you head back into Budapest, and that's where you're going to be finishing your river cruise. But it's a nice opportunity to travel along the Danube. You've got a chance to go on some of the tours there. And I would have thought a lot of those places people haven't been to before.
Now, we always get asked about prices for singles. We've got some amazing ones on this, but every single one of you that books tonight will get a £25 M&S voucher. Love M&S, I can, yeah.
Get your new bra or something.
No, I'm thinking two dining for 2 meals.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice,
I'll do that.
And have a £5 spare.
Yeah.
Excursions
are included, aren't they?
They are included on there. Again, there tend to be a lot of the walking tours there, which people love. But again, there's a list of tours there for them.
You can add on drinks and meals. You've got a single special at 1399. Return flights based on London there. And as I mentioned, ships differ slightly depending on departure date. Price-wise, now this is really special. 1st of November of this year, 30th of March next year, we have got sailings that are exclusively for solo travellers. So for the price there, so 1419 or 1399, you'll get a double occupancy cabin.
Yeah.
But for a solo passenger.
And then on the other sailings, and a lot of the other sailings, they have the odd 1 or 2 cabins, so they'll have no single supplement on it, but then once that goes, you'll end up paying double, so singles need to get in a little bit quicker.
But I think it's great that, say, a couple of the dates there exclusively for solo travellers.
Really good.
Right, what a show. I told you it's really good tonight. It's always good, isn't it?
Always good.
But here's a quick recap. We started off with MSC, brand new ship. Believe she's completed at the end of this year, launched early next year. The Grandiosa there, and everyone that books tonight will get a free Cirque du Soleil show. You don't pay extra for that, and a Wi-Fi package. And Ocean View will receive the Easy Drinks package. Balcony will receive the premium drinks there as well. Great family full price, 2145.
Then we moved on to that wonderful Oceania deal with Lou, and as I said, brilliant deal. 12 nights, sea sweet breezes from Miami. Lead date 24th of November, and with that one, you got nearly everything: Wi-Fi, drinks, gratuities, $600, and that excursions as well. We've based it on a one-night stay in Miami. I'd upgrade and have a couple of nights if you could. Return flights from London on that one. You can upgrade to premium economy flights available, and again, that will be on London. And itineraries do slightly differ. Call the team.
That's just gone live today, and that is the best deal we've ever had, and I know it's going to fly. That will, won't it?
The team have already told me. I've just had a text from now. I've got my phone here, and it is booking.
So that is going really fast. Then we had P&O. Wonderful cruise, this one. Canaries, Madeira, Portugal, from Southampton, $799. And you only need a £1 deposit. That is per person, so as Glenn pointed out, you need £2 if there's a couple going on that one. Works out to £67 per person per night, and all your service charges are included as well.
Then we move on to Norwegian, great one going over to Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand on the 3rd of February 2020. Again, deposit tonight, you can pay it off over the next 6 or 7 months. 2 nights stay in Singapore, I'd upgrade to 3 if you can. 2 nights in Hong Kong. That upgrade to free at sea is, you should be doing that, £99, and you get drinks package normally, and then add on one of the other benefits. Really good.
Then one of the best deals. We are getting some cracking deals with Celebrity actually at the moment. This is on board the beautiful Silhouette. 40 nights. It's the Western Med from Southampton. You'll get the free £25 M&S voucher. You'll get a free classic drinks package on Ocean View and above, and free gratuities on Ocean View and above as well. And that one starts as little as 1365.
And then we go river cruise, and on the Danube. Danube is always probably the most popular river cruise that we have, and this will take you Vienna, Bratislava, Melk, Dernstein. Great one on this one. £25 voucher again per cabin, £1 deposit. Add on that drinks package for £109, and that's single supplement. Return flights from London, but as I said, their system's really good for letting us know what the supplement will be for other airports. And again, ships differ depending on the departure date.
Oh, and very quickly, don't forget this week's destination hotspot here, the Caribbean Transatlantic, with, of course, P&O 879. And that's flying you over to Barbados, seeing all of those lovely Caribbean islands, making your way back to Southampton by the
And as
Azores.
I said, you can have the one where you go out on the 20th and have the extra night in Barbados. It might be £100 more, but it's probably worth doing.
Now, just so you know, next week we'll be telling you how you can go to a live Planet Cruise show. You get to see me in real life. You'll see how short I am and how ginger my beard is. That's the end of the month, isn't it?
That's 30th of June. It's always busy.
Yeah. Good. Glenn, you're not with us next week, are you?
No, I think I'll be in a couple of weeks' time.
So we will see you in 2 weeks. Definitely. Enjoy your day out tomorrow.
I'm at the Ivy, mate.
All right. I'll see you next week here on Planet Cruise.
Hiya, thanks for watching the video. Now don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below. Remember to click that bell to get all notifications, and if you're looking for more fantastic travel video content, like this click on the videos to the right hand side. It'll be really informative. Or click on the Planet logo to the left to go to our website for some fantastic deals. Keep cruising.